Hello my lovely Trails fans, welcome back to our next episode of Trails from Zero. Alrighty, so last episode we had spoken to everybody in the casino and I was saying how I was going to basically get a load of tokens. I have done that. I got about 6,000 and something tokens. I don't think I actually have many left now. I've got like 435 left. Basically, I bought 4 martial arts uniforms and 4 perfect boots. I haven't bought the darts set. We've got until the end of the game to get that, so I'll be getting that at a later time when I've got a bit more money. Because I don't know if I'm going to continue playing the games to get the tokens, or I might just buy the tokens when I've got loads and loads of money. Anyway, the method I went with was I just played poker, so I played so many hands of poker, I pretty much know how to play poker now. At least with those rules. More information about poker than I ever wanted to know. But anyway, it took a while. And it's worth it, because now we've got a little bit of a boost to everybody's gear. So, we have finished speaking to everybody in the entertainment district, so let's head on over to the residential district. Let's have a chat with everybody. Come on. The new city hall that's under construction is supposedly going to be the most modern building in all of Zumeria. It said it will be 40 stories above ground once completed. Not only will it serve as the new city hall, but I've heard there are plans to lease office and restaurant spaces in the building too. I'm a businessman, so it's only natural for me to have found a way to participate in the project. I can't wait for that beauty to be completed. Oh wow, they're really going straight for a skyscraper, huh? This is the home of Representative oh yeah, we already know that. We can't go there. Guess we go this way. Huh, these slips. I usually sort through the sales slips while my husband is out negotiating. I'm not exactly spectacular in this field, to be honest. However, I'll continue to work hard at it if it allows me to help Harold. Papa gave me a goodbye kiss before he left for work today. I'm glad I got up earlier today. Which means he's not here. I think this should be enough seasoning. Not to brag, but I've gotten pretty dang good at all this housework stuff. When I was little, Granny taught me everything I know. Thanks to her, my cooking can knock you right off your feet. Don't you think I'd be an awesome wife in the future? I'm knitting Henri a pair of pyjamas. Of course, if I spent some mirror, I would be able to get some fine clothes for him. But Henri is still young. I'm sure he'd prefer warmer, hand-knitted clothes over the fancy stuff. I made acquaintances with the wife of some famous company's president at a recent party. I'm still feeling the high from getting to talk with a bona fide celebrity. And well, I said she was the wife of some big shot, but she's actually an accomplished economic theorist in her own right. She kept using big words, so I kept nodding and smiling while pretending like I had any idea what she was talking about. Apparently Father's in a lot of trouble because some of his important papers were ruined. I wouldn't know anything about that. Bond is one busy little worker bee, even when he's at home. He enjoys taking time out to read to our daughter at least, but I still wish he'd rest a bit more. Bond must really love his job to bits. He's a bit of a strange one, that husband of mine. Okay, I need those documents for the bonds. Oh right, they got torn up last week. But who in their right mind would even do that? Sounds like somebody's daughter was a little upset that he was probably not spending any time with her. On a bit of a morning walk, are we, youngsters? If you're up and about this early, I'd recommend going to visit the IBC. That building is truly a sight to behold when it's shrouded by the morning fog. Well, I guess we're done here, so on to, that'll be West Street. Yep, West Street next. Ryu and Henri haven't been around here lately. They told me that they were on a super secret mission. That sounds fun. I wish I could be in on the secret mission too. I buy Moroccan honey wholesale from a trader around here. Honey's been selling quite well these days, so he warned me that we may see a price hike in the near future. I can always count on him to give me advance notice on those sorts of things. He may be a shrewd businessman, but he's got a good heart. Well, it's good that he's giving you a heads up. Chop a little bit of this, stir a little bit of that. Rather than throwing out our unsold produce, we end up using it for our own dishes. Wouldn't want to waste food now, would we? Are you a client? If you need Mr. Grimwood, he's over at his desk. The special support section? Are you in some sort of trouble? Huh? Oh no, nothing like that. It's just, well, what harm is there in telling him about the case? After all, he might know something. She's exactly right. You never know what you may learn from someone if you don't take the first step to communicate. Go on, ask me anything you'd like. Well, if you insist. Lloyd explained that the SSS has taken a case revolving around the appearances of wolf-like monsters throughout Crossbell State. Wolf-like, you say? I certainly have heard of them, but unfortunately monsters of any sort are outside my area of expertise. No biggie, we figured as much. By the way, what was the matter that you said you had heard about Mr. Grimwood? Ah yes. A Mainz merchant recently asked me for an appointment. He wanted to discuss the effects the monsters were having on his business. However, thanks to the ZGF's patrols, the monsters haven't appeared since. The appointment ultimately fell through. I see. Interesting. That corroborates the report we were given. There don't seem to have been any new attacks. Yeah, I say we still start an investigation in Amorica Village like we planned. As always, we appreciate your help, Mr. Grimwood. My pleasure. I'm just sorry that I couldn't provide more help than I did. Remember, if you need anything else, my doors are always open. These attacks definitely seem to be affecting people's businesses. Word is the police stopped a major incident in the downtown district recently. You don't hear a story like that often. It definitely caught me by surprise. I'd heard the police had stopped patrolling downtown. Not anymore. Now we're on the case. What a beautiful sunny morning. If only the diet session in a few months would turn out half as nicely as today's weather. My husband was a member of the Diet until about 5 years ago. He never had any principles or opinions of his own. He'd just sit on the fence, let the others talk it out, and then go with the winning side. Well, at least he has his pension. That's something, I suppose. No opinion of your own. That's a shame. I was struggling so much with the design that I ended up pulling an all-nighter. I'm confident it paid off. The client should be pleased at tomorrow's meeting. That husband of mine pulled yet another all-nighter. He always does this when he has to design a new building. I don't know what I'm going to do with that man. I suppose I'll just have to pour him a nice warm cup of tea. Oh, it's a good job he's got a loving wife. I was just going to say, like, so his jacket matches her hair. I was wondering if her jacket was going to match his hair. Just wanted to get a good look. Hey, have you guys heard the news? Tickets for Arkanseal's newest performance will be going on sale soon. Oh, how long I've waited to gaze upon Ilya's majestic figure. I absolutely must get tickets. Well, you go, girl. You go get those tickets, Sammy. Have yourself a grand old time. Oh yeah, did you hear that the Bracer Guild picked up a couple of new members? Most of the bracers I know are amazing, so I'm curious to see how good these guys are. Hey Lloyd, back again already? You in the mood to chow down on some bread? Not quite. Instead of chowing down, don't you think we have something else to attend to? You sent a request to the special support section, right? Huh? Did I? Please notify any other Oscars on the premises of our arrival. Come on, Oscar, we're on the job here. Oh yeah, I remember now. I wanted to see if you guys could help me gather some ingredients for a new kind of bread. Our usual supply has been running late, so we're kinda low in stock. Ah, gotcha. Well, you certainly can't bake without any ingredients. You could say that again. So you guys mind lending me a hand? If that's all there is to it, you can leave it to us, Oscar. So what kind of ingredients are you looking for? Well, I've got plenty of butter and flour. I want you to gather 4 pieces of fish fillet and 3 monster eggs if you're up to the challenge. That's it. We can snatch those up right on the outskirts of the city, no sweat. That's convenient. We'll try gathering them as we deal with our other support requests. That should be easy enough. I have this friend who's, well, let's just say eccentric. She's always on the move, skipping town the second she can roam all over the place. I came down this way to hang out with her today, but she's already long gone. Shoot, the delivery's late. We still don't have any other ingredients. We'll have to use our stock more conservatively today. Can't risk running out of ingredients. I feel ashamed for not being better prepared. I hear you guys are collecting ingredients for Oscar, is that right? So unfair. What's wrong? I'm trying to create a new kind of bread for the bakery too. Why is Oscar the only one to get this special support treatment? Is she alright? She seems upset over... Well, I'm not so sure. Well, if you ask me, it sounds like she's big rivals with our buddy Oscar over there. Maybe she's worked up over us giving the competition a hand with his request. Sheesh, so that falls on us? Hold on, is this about... Excuse me, we heard about the delayed delivery. Did you need some help with that? We'd be more than happy to bring you some ingredients too if you'd like. Really? Then... 2 monster eggs, please. Try to hurry, okay? I need to finish this bread before Oscar beats me to the punch. Of course, we'll do our best to help. Lloyd weaved his way out of that minefield like a damn natural. He can be surprisingly smooth, can't he? Something up, guys? Nothing at all. Lloyd's a smooth talker. My dad is a railway engineer. He went out on a business trip and won't be back for 2 months. Yeah, I always got the impression from Wendy that her dad's a busy man. But get this, my dad got her a bunch of engineering toys to play with when she was growing up, and just look at her now. I need to be careful and not fall for his trap. Do you think she's interested in engineering because of the toys he got her? I'm heading to the Times department store to wholesale some goods. I found a new item to invest in, so I have to go write up a good pitch for it. There are plenty of other wholesalers all competing to get their wares into the department stores, so I can't afford to get complacent. Well, if it isn't Lloyd and his friends. I haven't seen you in quite some time. How's everything? Is work going well? It's alright, I guess. It's nothing more than a bunch of chores. Oh, don't sweat it. Everyone starts off doing the grunt work. While you're here, why don't I give you a few cooking tips? Given how many calories you must burn in a day, it's crucial that your diet has the proper vitamins and minerals you need. Anyway, your uncle's gone to work. I have to tidy up the place before I leave to pray. Alright, so we know how to make a juicy steak now. That'll help us get all of the vitamins and minerals that we need. And that heads back to the building. So we've done Central Square and the entertainment district. I think we need to head out the East Crossbelt exit eventually. We've done Station Street. Let's go to the admin district. The mayor manages to handle constant meetings and business trips despite his old age. I can only assume that he's doing a fantastic job of maintaining his health. Welcome! I'm going to teach you guys how to make some delicious juice of your own. It's important that you rehydrate your body after a long walk or an intense workout. Nice, another day of absolutely perfect juice-selling weather. There's nothing like an ice-cold cup of juice on a hot summer day. Perfect, that's another recipe that we know how to do now. The Transportation Division manages all of the buses that run within the state. It's been about 5 years since it was created, and there hasn't been a moment of rest. But it's thanks to them that the buses run as efficiently as they do. Hey guys, I heard the news. You gotta leave the city to investigate the monster incidents, right? Yeah, we're about to depart for Amorica Village. I, Francisca, will support you with everything I've got, is what I'd like to say. But I'm not too sure you'll be in range to receive audible communication. We'll just have to try and find out. It's usually fine inside of the city though. I see. Do you think our enigmas will be too far away to communicate with you? The operating system was intended for investigative use only within city limits. Though, theoretically speaking, audible waves should be able to travel up to 200 Selge outside of the city. 200 Selge. I think that'll just barely reach all of the populated areas within the state. So we'll be able to keep up communications then, thank adios. Don't forget to contact your pal Francisca if you guys get yourself into a bind. Roger that, Fran. You don't have to worry so much, we'll be fine. Yeah, we're just doing an investigation. Deputy Commander Bales was here not too long ago. She's from the Guardian Force, but she comes by the station from time to time. Huh, now that I think about it, it is pretty uncommon for the CPD and ZGF to work together, isn't it? That's right. Our business doesn't often intersect, even though we're both considered part of the state police on paper. The nature of the ZGF's work is similar to that of the armies, so their chain of command is structured uniquely. The commissioner of the CPD and the commander of the CGF may hold the same rank, but they act independently of each other. Yeah, they might as well be entirely different organizations. Though sometimes you do get the rare guy like me hopping from one side to the other. Okay, nothing new to show her today. I walked by the CGF's Deputy Commander Bales earlier. Those CGF guys don't even know how good they have it. I know I wouldn't mind getting ordered around by someone like her. I'd stay away from her if I were you, pal. Her training is actually hard as hell. You know, running marathons down the highway in full gear and whatnot. Gah, on second thought, maybe some things are better left to just the imagination. Let's see, here's the roster sheet, and we were supposed to use the meeting room upstairs, but the first division went and took it for themselves. Those guys always do whatever they want. It's like the rest of us might as well not even be here. Alright then, I think it's about time I get started. 1, 2, 3... Wait, what the? Why aren't they all here? They changed the location of today's meeting at the last minute, and now no one's here at all. Did everyone go to the meeting room on the second floor or something? Hey, what's up guys? You're up and at it pretty early today, aren't you? Yeah, we've got a busy day on our hands. You got a meeting this morning, right? That's right. They're determining everybody's patrol routes in the Metropolitan Division. It's been a month since I joined the CPD, so they think it's time to throw me into the thick of things. My superiors are pretty giddy about it. Good luck, man. Seems like things are just as busy on your end. Thanks. You all hang in there, alright? I can imagine you guys have it pretty rough. Just know I'm rooting for you from one rookie to another. Thanks. He's real nice. Hey, good to see you guys. You guys still going hard at those support requests you do all the time? Yeah, I'd say so. How's everyone in the 2nd Division doing these days? We ain't doing too poorly ourselves. We've got a few cases on our hands, but progress is kinda slow. Ultimately, all we can do is stay diligent and take it one case at a time. Yeah, definitely. That's the best way to handle an investigation. Allow me to give you a rundown of this fine establishment. There are 2 facilities within City Hall, the reception hall to your left and the Crossbill Diet Building to your right. Most people in Crossbill are familiar with the reception hall thanks to all of the special events we hold there. The hallway on the left leads to the west wing of City Hall, and this door here is where you can find the Mayor's office. Conversely, the other hallway leads to the east wing and you can find the Speaker's office right behind the door to the right. Both men are important politicians that hold massive amounts of influence internationally. And you can't go in, right? Hi again, Uncle Miles. Lloyd, it's good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your request. I believe you sent a request to the SSS for help, right? You were asking for help to locate and retrieve some overdue books? By golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that, didn't I? Let's get to it, shall we? Allow me to explain the details. Yeah, of course. Splendid. You're doing me a huge favour. You see, several of our patrons have yet to bring in their overdue books. I'd like for you to locate and return them to me. Understood. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Sure, do you have their addresses? Yep, that information is tied to their library cards. Give me a moment to bring it up for you. The first person is Faye, who lives in Belheim Apartments on West Street. Next we have Clarice from Acacia Apartments on East Street. Lastly, we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the admin district. Raymond, you must stop embarrassing us. I'm sorry, Uncle. I wasn't expecting someone from the force to lack punctuality. Don't worry about it. I'm just hoping that the reader was so engrossed by the contents of their book that they simply forgot to return it on time. I sense that your hopes are highly unlikely. There are quite a number of people out there who pay no regard to the rules. What? The hell are you looking at me like that for? No reason. Anyway, our objective is clear. We'll retrieve those books for you ASAP. Great, thank you. Please return to me once you've collected all 3 books. I'm counting on you, Lloyd. That should be simple enough to go get those books. Researching history can be quite challenging. You have to rummage through countless old books, collect folklore, and visit the occasional historical landmark. It is truly the field of investigating the truth. Huh? I don't think I've seen this one before. You know, I've worked here for 5 years now, and there are still so many books I've yet to discover. Our collection is so vast that I manage to get lost at times. I just recently moved to Crossbell. It's such a gorgeous city, I couldn't be happy to be able to call it home. Hey, guess what? When I grow up, I want to become a priest. And when I become one, I'm going to read books to all of the kids. Aww, it's a real sweet reason to become a priest. Okay, nothing else to interact with. Okay, Ray, let's go sort you out. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, if it isn't the SSS, you guys got some business at HQ to tend to? I'll admit you got guts playing dumb like this, as if we'd be fooled by your little act. But we see right through you, Raymond. The real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool it with the pranks, okay? It was not even clever. Oh, come on, I'm a police officer, aren't I? I had to pull out that line at least once in my life, you know? What's he going on about? I'm sorry about that, Detective Raymond. We're here because of a request from the library. You wouldn't happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Oh, crud. Now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah. So, Detective Raymond, did you perhaps misplace this book of yours? Psh, no, I don't think so. Why the uncertainty then? I'll go look for it. Phew, I managed to find it. Here you go. Woman who changed the world. Phew, thank goodness. Really left us in suspense there, Raymond. Though I have to ask, what inspired you to check out this particular book? To my knowledge, it's a pretty extensive account of historic female figures and the incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, when I saw the title, I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. After I cracked the thing open and realised it was definitely not that, I kinda just left it in my drawer and forgot about it. I do not think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Well, we got the book back, so all's well that ends well. We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. Phew, glad I managed to find that book. Next time I'll be sure to actually read more past the title before I borrow something. Yeah. A bit of a... He's leaning more towards a pervert at this point. Study of these great women, Erebonian Empire, Lyanna, Sandlot, the Valkyrie who led the Eisenritter in battle, Calvard Republic, Sheena Dirk, activism behind the Democratic Revolution, Labelle Kingdom, Elysia II, from 100 Days War to Non-Aggression Pact. Preface. Figure. A term that applies to the shape of something when describing a woman. It may often be used to refer to her physical appearance. In this book, a different meaning is intended. A person who is influential or distinctive in some way. The influence of these great women, who have proudly followed their convictions, continues to inspire and captivate others to this day. We shall retrace the history of these figures, who have shaped the continent and paved the way for many other capable women to do the same. And then there was somebody in the West District, I believe. This is not the West District. So it's one of these apartments. No. Different house. Did I go past it? Oh wait, this is the residential district. It's West Street. Wasn't those apartments? It's the Bellheim apartments. Okay. It doesn't seem like Faye's in right now. Maybe I'll try asking Pansy. Hey there, Pansy. Is your dad busy working today? Oh, you're Wendy's friend, aren't you? Did you need something? Yeah, actually. I wanted to ask your dad a quick question if he's around, but it doesn't look like he is. Oh, Dad? He's off on a business trip. He won't be back for another 2 months. Oh, that's right. Darn. Yeah, I'm not about to start going through his stuff without permission. Are you guys looking for something? Yes, we were here to retrieve a book your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall him making any mention of it? Is it the one I'm reading right now? Mind if I take a look at it? I can check to see if it is. Sure. Pansy retrieved a book and held it out for Lloyd to see. It's got a stamp from the library, that's probably the one. Oh, phooey. Seriously, Dad, I can't believe you'd leave on a business trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Do you mind taking the book in for me? Are you sure? Didn't you say you were in the middle of reading it? I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. I was kind of just looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Let's see. Train Fanatic Rex. Yep, that definitely sounds like some niche literature to me. I bet Dad borrowed it to try and get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not going to fall for his tricks that easily. No siree. So yeah, feel free to return it for me. Sure thing. Thanks for helping us out. I bet Dad borrowed that book to try and get me to become a railway engineer when I grow up. He did the same thing with my sis. Got her a bunch of oval toys to play with and now she's an engineer. He probably thinks he's so smart, but I'm not going to fall for his plan. Who knows, maybe by the end of this game or the next one she'll be interested in engineering. Train lovers far and wide, I express to you my utmost gratitude for picking up this book. The long tracks that cross the continent were laid out 20 years ago as a convenient transportation system for large countries such as the Erebonian Empire and the Calvid Republic. Now the railway has become an immensely important technology that people cannot do without. As the rails slowly proliferate, so will the fans. We are they, the train fanatics. Train fanatic refers respectively to people who either love the look of a vehicle whose years of use have gently eroded the polish of its exterior, to people who simply enjoy the act of riding in the comfort of a cabin, or to people who find satisfaction in the carefully calculated and planned out service schedules characteristic of the public locomotive companies. This book will detail the best ways that fanaticism can be indulged in order to honour all of our forefathers who've painstakingly developed it over the many months and years. It is aimed at any and all beginner train-loving enthusiasts and designed to cultivate and motivate the newly awakened fanatics in exploring the fine beasts of steel and thunder in a way that is suited for each individual. I beg of you, dear reader, to not lose sight of your adoration and admiration. Please enjoy this book at your leisure. May the radiance of the railway be with you. This is definitely some niche reading material. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we're done in the admin district, so let's head on over to the harbour district. We also need to pop on over to the IBC as well. So I think I need to trade Sepith. I believe... How much Sepith do I have? How do I... Okay. I'm worried about the blue Sepith, but surely you don't need that much. Probably like 10 or something. So I think that's what it is for, is to try that out. I don't know if you have to exchange it for Mirror or what, but you can do that anyway, so I don't know what it's for. Okay, the next topic is... Oh, hey guys! I recently got permission to start writing my own articles. Hooray! Though it's just a tiny column in the culture section, I'm ecstatic all the same. A company relocated this building about a year ago. We haven't gotten around to cleaning up, so we've got a bunch of junk lying around. If only I could find the time to organize it all. Oh, my beloved SSS has come again. Hello, how's life treating you? Don't hello us, Grace. We saw you felt it necessary to write yet another article about us. Come on, guys, turn those frowns upside down. Things may look a bit shaky right now, but trust me, I'm rooting for you. You'll have to forgive me, but I'm actually a teensy bit busy this week. Don't have much time for chit-chat, you know? I'll be counting on you guys to embroil yourself in another riveting story for me by the time I get back. Capiche? Sure. Sure, it's an eye-catching event, but keep in mind we can always cover our bases there by working with the Imperial Chronicle if we need to. You still planning on going, Grace? Of course I am. What better chance than the Imperial Memorial Ceremony while I have it getting to see the Imperial family in person? I want to cover it myself at least once. Oh, she might be able to see Olivier. Let's go down here first. I left the business that my grandfather built for us in order to start this stand here. What better way to hone my craft and push my noodles to greater heights than to be right outside in the center of the action. I want as much feedback as possible, so I'd be over the moon if you guys gave them a taste test and let me know what you thought. I always work up a mean appetite after my morning run, but I won't have the strength to jump nearly as high as I do now if I start gaining weight. You're telling me a fight broke out in the downtown district? Scary stuff. I better watch my back there. Have you ever seen the Ferris wheel at Michelle Wonderland? It's huge. They have a bunch of other attractions too, like a roller coaster and haunted house. I've been dying to try out that roller coaster. I've never ridden one before. Oh, so this is where you board the cruise ship to Michelem, is it? Well, I'm ready to go. I've been looking forward to this trip for a while, and I plan to hit up every one of those fancy shops I've been hearing about. The state government is just full of crooks. And don't even get me started on the police. All of their investigations are half-assed, and they've always folded to pressure from politicians to bail out criminals. Absolutely worthless, nearly every single one of them. Only the 1st Investigative Division has truly earned my respect. And I bet we'll find out that they're probably corrupt at some point. Is this the Hey You place? Yep, that's this new criminal organization that's getting started around here. IBC. Alrighty. Good morning, welcome to the IBC's corporate headquarters. Too stunned for words. It's a pretty impressive building, isn't it? It's not unusual for people to be astonished the first time they see the building in all of its glory. The awe has worn off on the employees, though. Oh, that jacket of yours. Are you guys a part of the CPD? We work in the IBC's security department. Let us handle the IBC's security concerns. Excuse me, only staff members are permitted to go beyond here. Entry is prohibited to those without authorization. Let's see what the economics section has to say. Oh, interesting. The IBC is starting up a new service. I'm willing to wager that their stocks will rise because of this. I'd bet to check on it pronto. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. I've been employed here for 2 years, and yet here I am still directing customers to the teller's window like some kind of tour guide. Maybe it's because I stand so close to the receptionist counter. Wait just a second, please. Click, clack, click, clack. Okay, great. I can verify your account for you now. Oh yes, please do. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh no, this is a surprise? It's been quite a while, hasn't it, Miss McDowell? Huh? Are you acquainted, Ellie? Hello, Lanfei. Indeed, it has been a while. I haven't seen you since you returned from your studies abroad. Oh yes, that reminds me. Would you like me to inform Miss Croix of your arrival? She's currently overseeing Michelem's operations, but I'm sure she'd rush back if I notified her that you were here. I'm glad to hear that Belle's still keeping herself busy. That's okay though, I'm not here to discuss anything important with her today. I'll visit her another day when I have the chance. Is that so? I'll send her your regards then. Damn, Madame Moselli's got connections in the IBC? Yeah, and they seem to be on pretty friendly terms too. She continues to uphold her image of the perfect noble lady. I can hear you, you know. Aren't we here to get work done, Lloyd? Oh yeah, you're right, we are. Oops, got a bit too sidetracked. Please allow me to introduce ourselves. We're members of the CPD's Special Support Section. I believe we received a request from the IBC for help. Oh, is that what this is all about? My apologies, I'll explain the details to you immediately. Great, thank you. You may have read about it in the finance section of the paper already, but the IBC will soon be rolling out a new service to exchange Sepith. Essentially, our service will allow patrons to exchange Sepith at a higher rate than the average market value. So you're offering to cough up more dough than your everyday shop. Man, talk about deluxe treatment. The service is supposed to amass a large reservoir of Sepith due to the scarcity of natural septium. The IBC is unparalleled when it comes to designing simple yet effective initiatives. You flatter us. However, to counteract theft and Sepith counterfeiting, we've limited the service to IBC members for the time being. Our main goal right now is to make it so that we can store the Sepith in our terminals. We'd like for you to help us beta test this feature, hence the request. Sounds good. What exactly do we need to do? Great. First things first, please take this card with you. You need to present that card to me here in order to perform an exchange. Additionally, for this beta test, we'll need you to exchange a specific amount of Sepith. 30 of each type of Sepith should be sufficient. Oof, that's a lot. 30 of each type. Got it. Sounds cool. Let's give it a spin. Oh, by the way, there's no requirement for us to deposit them all at the same time. We can turn it in little by little while we take a break from our other requests. Ugh. I mean, I guess we'll get some money. At a higher rate than we would anywhere else, but still. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Miss Croy left this morning to conduct some inspections, unfortunately. I sincerely apologise. I'll be sure to let her know you stopped by, though. Catty Bank. A piggy bank in the shape of a cat, polished to perfection. Interesting. Okay. So... 30 of each. This is painful. Goodbye, beautiful Sepith. I'll get you back soon. Oh, it appears you've managed to exchange 30 of each Sepith type. Just one moment, please. Hello, this is the reception desk. I'd like to convert 30 of each type of Sepith into mirror, please. Right. Okay, I see. Yes, understood. I've confirmed the transaction with our employees at the exchange terminal. There was an incident where an employee confused Earth Sepith and Space Sepith, but we were thankfully able to clear that up. Here's hoping things will run smoothly from now on. I'm guessing they've got a bit more hands-on experience now. I'm glad we were able to be of service to you. Of course. You've been an immense help. It's not much, but please take this as a token of our appreciation. I've got some healing items. Not too bad. A rather generous reward. But that's not all. You can keep using the VIP card I gave you earlier. You're our special guest, so you may continue to use our exchange service as you please. Please consider it as another token of our thanks. Are you sure about this? Isn't this too much? Ain't this supposed to be a service meant for IBC members only? You telling me we're getting these awesome perks all thanks to Mademoiselle here? I highly doubt that's the reason why. You're not giving us this special treatment because of me, right, Lanfei? Of course not. Please visit again if there's anything I can assist you with in the future. Ellie really wants to make it by herself. That's really respectable. Well then, everything seems to be running smoothly. Thanks again. You've been a great help, Chief. The kind of algorithm is especially challenging. Is that... Huh? That does make sense. I can always trust in your opinion, Chief. I've not seen you in some time, Chief. That voice. Oh well, if it isn't Tio. How are you doing these days? Chief, is that man your boss? This is correct. He is my direct boss and the chief of the Orbal Staff Development Division. He specialises in Orbal computer networking and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's Crossbell branch. I suppose you could call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at that new division of the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you doing well. But why don't you ever come by to deliver reports, Tio? I'm quite worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an Orbal staff to the weapons shop for me? You know, now that I think about it, Wendy mentioned that somebody from the Foundation drops by pretty frequently. Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Yeah, I've really done it now. Tio's no doubt angry with me. But how can she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices in a city like this? Your behaviour is suspicious, Chief. What? What could you possibly mean? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I'm not trying to participate in a scavenger hunt. I see your point, Tio, and I'm terribly sorry for all of this. Truly, please don't be upset with me. It is precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. You're right, I understand. Aren't you being too harsh, Tio? I am unable to help it. I am irritated beyond comprehension. Good luck with your work, Tio. And please, show up at the branch office every once in a while. You hardly ever report in and it really makes me worry for you. You need not concern yourself with me. Yeah, I know it. She hates me. Well, you're making her pay for something that she's supposed to be testing out. That is pretty irritating. I mean, I'm all for, you know, supporting the local economy, but she's the only person who can buy it, so just stop dropping it off there. Really weird. Did you guys know Daddy is super important? He's the president of a huge trading company. But my brother hates Daddy. Crossbow has long been known as a trade city. That's in no small part thanks to the eastern and western highways being such vital trade routes. Those highways have carried international produce, textiles, and even valuable information into the city. They've truly helped shape Crossbow into what it is today. Oh, are you all planning to visit Amorica Village? In that case, you should exit the city via the eastern gate right over there. If you board the bus there, it'll take you straight to the village, so it's a fairly easy trip to make. My family's been working as merchants for generations. Dad runs a trading company and Grandpa is chairman of the Business Owners Association. But like, I'm just straight up not interested in any of that stuff, you know? Hazel hasn't come back from the downtown district yet, and when I contacted the hospital they said he'd already been discharged. I knew it. The only way to get him to come home is for me to drag him back myself. Hey, come on, let's pretend to be braces. Ah, take this and that. Yeah! Braces are invincible. Excuse me, Mrs. Seeker, do you have a moment? Oh yes, how may I help you? We're here because of a support request we received from the city's library. Are you borrowing any books from the library that you've yet to return? Oh, I am! I completely forgot about it. Oh dear, I'm afraid this book is long overdue by now, isn't it? It appears she had a mere lapse in memory. I suppose I'm becoming more forgetful with age. I'm sure Noelle wouldn't let me hear the end of this if she found out. Anyway, please wait here for a moment while I get it for you. This should be the one. Oh, this book. What's up, Mademoiselle? You've read this before? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Whenever my neighbour Serena goes to work, she always asks if I can watch after her little brother, Yogurt. So I thought that it might be fun to be able to read books together, which led me to this one. I'm glad she was so taken in by it. Oh really? Kinda want to read it now too. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, ma'am. Oh, not at all. The pleasure was mine. Believe me, I'll make sure to return my books on time from now on. I came up with the idea to read books to the little boy I watched next door, so I went and borrowed one from the library. It's quite an interesting story. If you all get the chance, you should give it a read. I'm sure we will. Eventually, when I can read them all in one go. Samark and the Witch. So I just skip past that real quick. I'll make a whole video going through those stories later on. Nobody lives here. Oh wait, no, it was the other one. Wait, did we go in here last time? Somebody must have moved in. Oh. A staff. And the... Oh, what are those shoes called? Stragers. That's it. That's the word. I figured out. Stragers. Stragers and a staff. This is where Estelle and Joshua are living. A couple of young tenants moved in next door recently. When I went to greet them, I was met by an energetic young lady with twin tails and a quiet black-haired young man. I seem to recall them claiming that they're braces. I would imagine they're a reliable pair of youngsters. Yep, that's definitely them. Youch, hurt my dang fingers again. Guess that's just the life of a craftsman. At times putting your blood, sweat and tears into a piece is a bit more literal than usual. Hey now, it's not like I seriously injure myself every single time I make something. Even veterans manage to get hurt every once in a while, you know? I saw some braces hanging out in the marketplace this morning. They always look like they're ultra busy. They usually come rushing out of the guild whenever trouble calls. East Street is home to an organisation known as the Business Owners Association. They used to negotiate for the shopkeepers here, but now they're essentially representatives for the entire area. Many cross-Bellin traders make their fortunes by participating in international trade and speculation. I doubt you'd find anybody in East Street that approves of those kinds of methods, though. Welcome, friends. I had this real energetic gal stop by the store this morning, and we got to talking and ended up having a great conversation. She had chestnut hair done up in twin tails. Never seen her around these parts before. You think she just moved into town recently? We have not one, not two, but 5 big boys at our household. They've got all this brute strength, but it's totally wasted on their lazy butts. Do you know how amazing it'd be if I could get any of them to help me with the chores? Them red tracksuit wearing delinquents haven't shown their faces around here lately. I'm glad they're not picking fights in front of my store anymore, but now it feels a bit too quiet around here. I'm almost more worried for some reason. I wonder if they ate something bad. Food poisoning will put them down for the count. There's an idea. How about we give that a try if they keep causing problems? A little excessive, don't you think? Yeah, Randy, people die from food poisoning. Oh, hey there, sweeties. Didn't know you had enough free time to waltz into your rival's headquarters like that. Well, if you got nothing better to do, how about taking some of this work off our hands, huh? No, that's quite alright. We're actually on duty right now. Oh, really? That's too bad. Well, no matter, I'm sure before too long you'll have a fire lit under those keisters of yours. Huh? And what do you mean by that? Don't mind me, just talking to myself. It's good to see you all. Hello again, Arios. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? It's no need to be so nervous. You did a fine job handling the incident downtown. You were able to resolve the matter before we intervened. Oh no, it was nothing, really. I bet he would have settled the whole thing with a single swing of his blade. I cannot help but feel like he has us dancing in the palm of his hand, as they say. Well, don't know where Joshua and Estelle are, but they're not here. Or in their room. Sounds like Copen's gone and bagged himself another one. We've got to put a stop to this man, Peter. He keeps making us look like chumps. I agree, I'm already getting antsy. What do you say we unleash our true power during tonight's fishing session? What a nice group of youthful people we've got here. Are you all going out on a trip? Yes, ma'am. We've got some business to take care of at Anmarica Village. My, that's quite the journey. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you take this all with you? Oh, is this some kind of iced lemonade you gave me on the train? Indeed it is. Remember to drink some while you're on the road if you feel dehydrated, okay? Roger that, madam. Despite what you may think, the merchants of Crossbell actually do more than butt heads. The merchants on East Street have always been part of a network of sorts where we'd help each other out. We didn't intend to found one, but before we knew it, people had begun calling us the Crossbell Business Owners Association. I very much enjoyed seeing all the sights Crossbell had to offer. It's about time I went and purchased that septium crystal I had my eyes on earlier. It's pretty easy to get to Mainz now that they've established a bus route from the northern exit of Crossbell. This is the first step towards bonding with my septium trading father. Okay, it's time I head out. We came to Crossbell with the intention of purchasing goods, but we ended up spending the whole month sightseeing. I do wonder what's happening back at the Imperial Mansion right about now. We took a long trip out to Crossbell for my boy today. I'd do anything for my son. I'm not afraid of working overtime. Wow, this bed is so soft and fluffy. Did you guys know that Daddy promised me he'd buy me something I wanted? I told him I wanted the Mishy plush. I'm so excited to get it. I haven't seen those brats from the downtown district around here lately. I can finally relax. Or so I thought. I still have to deal with people getting off work that come here to get drunk. I can never seem to catch a break. Man, Shan is cute. She's hardworking, beautiful, and has a sexy voice. She's my #1 self-proclaimed wife candidate. Though Master always watches her like a hawk, doesn't want anyone making a move on her. You can always see him snooping around while he pretends to work the pan. I won't lie, it's amusing to watch. Many members of the CGF come here to eat on weekends. It's so interesting to talk to so many different kinds of people. Their jobs must be really hard though. They always look so tired after work. I'll have to do my best to encourage them. Right now, the best-selling product in all of Crossbell is Orbal cars, Arkansas tickets. Come on, Puck. Tickets? What are you trying to be, a scalper? Arkansas tickets are crazy popular, man. Would totally make a killing. I hate scalpers. There's a town right past the Calvardian border called Altair. It's not exactly big, but people have been passing through it as they go to and from Crossbell for ages now. The Crossbell inside of Tangram Gate is always packed with travellers. The youngsters are as energetic as ever. We're all basking in the sun's warmth. I couldn't ask for a lovelier day. I came here from the countryside hoping to get admitted into St. Ursula Medical College. I failed this year's exam as well. Guess I'm retaking it next year. Aww. He was preparing for that in the prologue, I think. Feel bad for him. The rent for this apartment is really cheap. So cheap even an utter failure like me can manage to afford living here. It's been 60 years to the day since I first started living here in the downtown district. Oh, even those parts were full of activity back then. But all that changed once the new business and entertainment districts popped up. Even though it feels as if the government has forsaken this district, it's no desire to leave. Wonder who's living there. I met a new girl yesterday. She was really pretty. She must have moved in next door to us. When she said hello, she gave me a nice pat on the head. Oh, that girl from the Arkansas performance, I think. We recently had a young girl move in next door to us. To my surprise, I found out that she was living all by herself. Sure hell up, man. I shall keep it down. Where are those kids playing? I don't see no children. Oh, customers. Mama, we have new customers. Can I sell them some weapons? Huh? New customers? Sell them the untraceable stuff. You heard her, folks. So you're buying something today? Actually, could you tell us what kind of store this is? We sell goods. Anything you need, we got it. Usually, right now, we only have meds and quartz in stock, like this one, and that one. Oh yeah, don't count on using any mirror. That stuff leaves a trail. Pay with goods only. This continues to sound more suspicious by the minute. What I think she's trying to say is that this is some kind of exchange shop, right? Speak to Jingo and choose exchange for a catalogue of tradable goods. If you have the necessary items, you can perform an exchange. Equipment and quartz found at the shop are rare and cannot be obtained by other means. Be aware that since items are used instead of mirror, you should think carefully about the trades you choose to perform. You guys buying anything? Mirror can be traced, so we only exchange with other goods. You got it? Wow, that's pretty crazy. 2 rings, luminous glasses, prevent seal and mute, a treasure from the east with power to break seals. Okay, it's good to know. So, looks like you can't really get these normally, you have to specifically trade in for them. At least I know where to get them though. Okay, so you just upgrade 5 tier bombs into a tier bomb. Good to know. We have 60 24 caliber Reinfords and haloid. I can make out handguns in that wooden box. The other box over there appears filled to the brim with ammunition. Explosives and hand grenades. I think I spy a bulletproof vest and some other gadgets over there. Wait a damn minute, is that drum can over there filled with the liquid fuel the CGF uses? Excuse us. We were hoping you could provide us with some information regarding the type of business you're running. Oh, customers. We're brokers. We deal with goods coming in from all over Zumeria. You guys new to the CPD? Never seen your faces around here before. But brokers? People who like to operate in the dark. I've heard rumours of a black market with a long reach operating out of Crossbell somewhere. I take it that's you? Smuggled goods and weapons. Are you connected to Ravash by any chance? Oh, of course not. Even the thought of being lumped in with those numbskulls makes me sick. I'm a respectable broker. Thank you very much. I trade with 10 odd countries, including the militaries and the Jaeger Corps. I don't associate with small-time thugs that fire the guns at the drop of a hat. You're cops, right? If you want to take them down, be my guest. Actually, a detective from the 1st Division usually stops by here every so often. Well, half the reason is to buy supplies and the other half is to loosen my tongue about current smuggling trends. She must be valuable to the CPD as well then. And even so, I can't get over how suspicious she is. Are you guys going to buy something or what? If you must know, I don't sell weapons to anybody I don't trust. I've got my standards. That being said, if anything ever catches your eye, don't hesitate to ask my daughter over at the counter about it. Hey you redhead, you look like you know your way around a gun. You ever been in the military? Huh? Well, I did spend some time in the CGF, but the Guardian Force isn't officially classified as the military, so I wouldn't call myself a soldier. A tall redhead. That looks like he's fought some real tough battles. Can I help you with something? No, don't worry about it. Sorry to bug you. Just give me a heads up if you need anything. Sure. What was that all about? So looks like she's commonly used as some kind of informant then. Oh, hold up just a second there, customers. That leads to the basement storeroom and you're definitely not allowed in there. So keep your asses right up here if you want to buy something. Alright, you don't have to tell me twice. Sheesh. Phew, what a relief. Hazel is finally out of the hospital. I may be thankful to you now, but don't let it go to your head. We Testaments are loyal to Wazi alone. We're currently open for business. Please notify us if you'd like a meal. Sure, thanks. That huge dude runs this place, right? Oh, it's you, Lloyd. Did you come all the way out here for a little old me? You sure know how to make a boy feel special. But wait, what? Whatever you think this is, it's not. I'm just here to offer you my thanks. Lloyd's overly flustered reaction raises suspicion. Okay, I'll stop teasing you for now. We still owe you a great deal from when you helped us out. Feel free to drop by again sometime. Who knows, if I'm in the mood I might even throw you another bone. Yeah, sure. I may just take you up on that. I'm still not a fan of this guy. You're here again, you dogs. You definitely helped us out, but Trinity is Wazi's holy ground. Wazi's word is absolute here. Do you understand? Hazel was discharged with a clean bill of health. I know it's late to say this, but thank you, truly. Hazel could have died if one of his vitals were hit. I must offer you my gratitude for taking revenge on them in our stead. Now that most of my injuries are healed, I finally was able to check out the hospital, but I feel bad for making my sister worried sick. She's not exactly fond of the Testaments, and now I've gone and landed myself in the hospital, adding the fact that I haven't been home in a while. It's gonna be hard to look her in the eyes. Yep, she's gonna be real upset with you. Maybe you should just quit and go spend some time with her. Hey, welcome. What can I do for you today? Are you folks out here? You know, those SSS guys from the CPD, aren't you? Well, whatever, as long as I'm making a buck, I don't care. If you need me to spruce up your gear, let me know. I mainly dabble in augment repairs, but I can reinforce your weapons if you need it. Just ask me to enhance them and I'll get to it. You can enhance weapons? Yep, reinforcing weapons is child's play if I have the right materials in hand. I may not look the part anymore, but I was actually a specialist at the XSEED Foundation's Materials Engineering Division back in my prime. Just know that your gear's in good hands. You once worked at the Foundation? Impressive. That would explain your proficiency with modifications. Sweet. Sounds like we got ourselves a nice hookup for some decked out weapons. If we run across any materials this old dude can use, let's bring them over and get us some shiny new gear. By talking to Goalami and selecting customize, the possible upgrades will be displayed. If you have the necessary materials, you can create it. Weapons and armor made by customizing are stronger, cannot be bought at weapon shops, and special effects may be added. Ooh. Monsters may drop the necessary materials. You folks have been racking up one achievement after another, haven't you? You folks are those police officers that popped up in the Crossbell Times, ain't you? Heh, just what I expect from my childhood pal of Wendy's. Thanks for being a reliable young man. Thanks, I appreciate it. Alrighty, so these are the upgrades we can do. We just need U materials. Oh, I'll make sure I keep that in mind. I don't think I even have those items just yet, though. They might be the next ones that I need to buy. Alrighty, it looks like we're finally almost done with speaking to everybody. My old man's a deadbeat drunk. Wahoo! Aha, wait up! Hey there, it's really nice morning out today. It's been so sunny and bright out, pumps me up to work that much harder. Yep, still can't go in there. Noticed some chick I'd never seen before walking around the streets. She a dumbass? Not that I'd mind, I'd literally quit the Vipers right now if she'd let me oboe motorboat them. How very mature of him. Damn it, how'd we fall for that trap? Man, I screwed up real bad. Ha, got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna thank you though. Why would I thank a bunch of cops for doing their damn jobs for once? You home pal, you finally buddy, we ain't whack. Oh, he's probably swearing a lot. Yeah. I wish he'd turn the mic down a bit. It doesn't help that his lyrics are totally incomprehensible either. I believe this is to celebrate the return of his friend from St. Ursula, possibly? Are you familiar with this type of music, Teal? Oh, it's you guys. Huh, doesn't seem like you're in a bad mood today, Wald. Oh, and by the way, thanks for cooperating with us back then. You really helped us out. Your guy that got sent to the hospital's already back, yeah? That's some great news, man. Yeah, but I still haven't settled the score with those Ravash punks yet. Only reason they're still breathing right now is because I went along with you and Wazi. The next time I see those assholes on my turf, I'll beat them to a bloody pulp. Someone's gotta knock some sense into them. How unnecessarily violent of you. Not very cool-headed, is he? Ow, ow, ow. Damn, this friggin' hurts. So how's the injury? Wasn't it going to take about a month to heal? Yeah, it's whatever though. I'm more pissed with how I was dragged to the hospital against my own will. I can't sleep in those hellholes. Well, at least you're feeling better, eh? Koki's back. Hooray! Thank you, Adios. Oh hell yeah, Koki's back. And now that we got the gang back together, we can totally go and beat the hell out of the Testaments now. Please don't. They are literally incapable of learning. Yeah, it's just violence for violence sake. Alrighty, let's go and turn in those books, and then we will be done. Well, we still got one more support quest to do, but that'll be outside the city. Once we have gone and done the main quest. I really went a roundabout way, didn't I? The longest way I could. Oh, you're back. Were you able to collect all of the overdue books already? Sure did. Here you are. Great, it looks like you managed to collect all 3 of them in one piece. Thanks again. I'm glad I have a group of reliable folks like you to count on. I'm quite happy to hear that. I believe this completes your request? It sure does, Tio. Thank you so much. I might just have to reach out to you guys again in the future. Anytime, we're always happy to help. Easy peasy. Perfect. So we should be able to read that again later. Alrighty, that's where I'm going to call today's episode for today. Thank you so much everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode's coming out. Feel free to leave a comment on the video, and if you want to see some space related content, head on over to Captain Shanra, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.